welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anne and this is All the Budgeting. I am on a journey to repair and recover from filing for Chapter 13 bankruptcy in November of 2021, and I'm utilizing a cash envelope budgeting system to help me do that. And so on this channel, I do paycheck cash stuffings, side hustle cash stuffings, budget with me's, cash condensings. I always close out my budget every month, which includes a net worth calculation. So if that's interesting to you, I do hope that you consider subscribing, liking, commenting. I'm very close to my goal of 1,000 subscribers, so I do hope that you help me out with that and consider subscribing. All right, so today's video, we are going to close out my December budget. I am going to also just take a look, since it is the end of Q4, I'll take a look at my overall debt payoff and see how we did. And then, of course, we will look forward to January. So in December, my income came in about where I expected it to be. My second paycheck was a little bit more than I had budgeted for. I think at the end of the year, they just do some, adjustments with taxes and stuff like that. I don't know. So it was about, about $60 more than planned. And then I never budget for my side hustle income, but I did bring in $244 in side hustle income. And so you can see my overall income for the month of December. My bills, again, came in right around what I had planned for. My side hustle bills was about $146. And so you can see that I ended up with a little bit more left to budget than anticipated. So moving to my second page, my spending revolving funds right around where they were supposed to be. I did realize mid-month, I should say, that I do need to put a little bit more into extra week than I had originally planned. I was thinking $40 a paycheck, but I think it needs to be $50. So I did make that adjustment. And so you can see it didn't make much of a difference because I did end up not having to put in for 1 week of the hair budget. So, and then I always do end up putting more into my sinking funds than I budget for, and that is because of my rollover. So if you're new here, rollover is money that's left over from my groceries, from spending, from any bills like my gas budget, that type of thing. I put all of that rollover to my sinking funds to put as much as I possibly can. And so you can see that I ended up putting more than $350 more into my sinking funds than I had budgeted for, which is great. That's always what I always try and put in, more than I planned. Okay, so now we're going to look at my closeout. And so this is looking at each of my envelopes. What did I start the month with? What did I end the month with? So for my emergency fund, I ended up the same. And that is because I did have to dip into it just a little bit I didn't budget for dinner on Christmas Eve, which I will make sure to correct that next year. Actually, 2 years. I do this dinner every 2 years. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. I need to see the category here. All right, so health started the month with $330, ended with $430, so that was an increase of $100. Extra week started with $340, ended with $430, so increase of $90. Extra debt started with $400, ended with $450, so increase of $50. Home maintenance started with $140, ended with $425, and that's because that is the fund that I'm bulking up currently. So that was an increase of $285. Home improvement started with $80, ending with $115, so increase of $35. Same with car maintenance, started with 40, ended with 75, so increase of 35. Pet care started with 270, ending with 305, so also increase of 35. And then electronics, same increase of 35 there. Subscription started with 460, ending with 510, so that is an increase of 50. Vacation started with 225, ending with 260, so increase of 35. And same with Christmas, holiday dinner, and gifts. They were all increases of 35 as well. Entertainment started with 15, ended with 30, so increase of 15. Clothes, I started with 70 and I ended with 0 because I spent it, so a decrease of 70. Beauty started with 15, ended with 30, so increase of 15. Moving on to the second page. So miscellaneous started with 60, ended with 25, so that is a decrease of 35. New car and new house. I talked about this, that I will be taking the money from these funds to help pay for some car repair work that needs to be done, but I haven't yet done that, so the money is still in those envelopes. So those were both an increase of $10 each. Same with planner stuff, an increase of $10. Taxes, I started with $1,099, ended with $1,197, so that is an increase of $98. And then my business subscriptions, there was no change, so that stayed the same. So I started the month with a total of $6,229 in my envelopes. So let's total these up and see what I am ending the month with. So I will speed this part up. Okay, sorry, I had to do that twice because this is actually the second time I'm filming this. My phone just stopped recording partway through for some reason, and I came up with more than I got last time, so kind of glad I'm redoing this. So, okay, so I'm ending with a balance of $7,137, and so that is a difference of $908. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Actually, let me just make sure that we're still recording. Hold on one sec. Yes. Okay. I don't know why it stopped. Okay. So now I'm going to take this amount and copy it over to my net worth. So see, yeah, that was less than it was that I had thought it was going to be. So we're gonna paste that in here. Okay, so my net worth. So my net worth last month was $86,087. And so now we'll move on to my assets. So as we just saw, I have a total of $7,137 in my envelopes. My estimated house value, again, this is just based on what other similar homes in the area are going for. I think I could probably get about $215,000 if I tried to sell right now. My car trade-in value based on Kelley Blue Book is about $22,969. And my 401k balance as of today is $56,863. That did go down just a little bit from last month because of the market. There is always fluctuation there. So let's total up my assets. Okay, so it looks like my total assets are $301,900. $969. I do just always like to double count that just to be safe. I like to get it wrong before. Yep. Okay. So now moving on to liabilities. These balances are all of as of today, December 31st, 2022. So my current balance that I owe on my bankruptcy is $71,595. For my AC unit, the current balance there is $5,585. For my mortgage, I currently owe $128,221. For my car loan, I currently owe $7,557. And for my medical bill, I currently owe $796. So let's add up my liabilities. Okay, so it looks like my total liabilities are $213,754. Again, let's just double count that. Yep. Okay, so now to get my net worth, I'm going to subtract my liabilities from my assets. So 301,969 minus 213,754. Okay. So my new net worth is $88,215. And so the amount changed, I'm going to subtract last month's net worth, so minus 86,087. So that was an increase of $2,128. To get the percent increase, I'm going to divide 2,128 by last month's net worth, so divided by 86,087. Okay, so that was an increase of 2%. All right, so I am ending the year with a net worth of $88,215. Now, that might not seem like a lot to you based on how much money I make. And, I'm 53 years old. I should be in a better place by now. But I started the year with a negative net worth. So, again, I'm filming this as of December 31st, 2022. My net worth on December 31st, 2021 was negative $1,700 something dollars. That I have gotten my net worth up to $88,000 in 1 year is pretty incredible to me. Now, a lot of that is because I got a promotion mid-year and a very generous increase along with that promotion. I also was able to get a refund from the debt settlement company. That was a primary reason why I had to file for bankruptcy in the first place. That refund was $14,000, $10,000 of which went to my bankruptcy balance, reducing that. Also, as part of the bankruptcy process, one of my creditors that was included in the petition did not file a claim. And how it works is if you don't file a claim, you don't get paid. And so that was also almost $10,000. It was like around $9,000 that I owed them. And so that reduced the balance as well. So all of that was a contributing factor. But the fact that I currently have $7,000 in savings, in my envelopes, this is not something that has ever been my reality before. A little ashamed to say that, but this method of budgeting, I don't want to sound over dramatic. It has changed my life. It has completely changed my life. That I'm able to save this much and I want to save more. I'm, like looking for ways to increase my income even more so that I can save more. That's never been, well, I shouldn't say never. That was my mentality when I was younger. It flipped somewhere in there, and it became unhealthy. And, I'm getting back to how I did approach money and budgeting from when I was younger. And it's life changing. Like, I feel so much more secure going into, these not last year's my life. I don't think I'm, that close to my life ending, but you know what I mean? I'm closer to retirement than not. And it's always been a worry of mine. How was I going to retire? Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to retire at 62 or 65, or, maybe I will. That's, again, I'm really working to build up businesses to help with that. But, yeah, it's been a worry, because that's not enough to retire on. It's not, I know that. I do also have a pension, but that doesn't add that much. So, anyway, I enough rambling, but, okay. So I'll just leave this at, if you're watching this and if you're on the fence of trying this method of budgeting, let me just say to you, as somebody that started a year ago with a negative net worth, it is worth it. It is worth it. Try it. So, okay. So I show this once a quarter. This is kind of my debt snowball calculation. That is the approach I'm taking. So the debt that I'm actively working on right now is my AC unit. So this balance of $3,910, this is reflecting the 30% discount of $5,585. So minus 30%. Okay, actually it's a little bit, that was wrong. Minus 30%. Yeah, 3,910. Because if I pay this off before I hit the 3-year mark, which is in like June, July, so we'll just say by June, I will be able to discount 30%. So that's why I have it calculated that way. And so you can see that right now it is looking like I won't have this paid off in time. So right now it's looking like it'll be paid off in August of 2023. Now, I am close to $500 in my extra debt. Once I hit 500, that'll get paid on this, as well as I'm really hoping I get a tax refund, and that'll go towards it. So between those two things, I am really hoping that I should be able to have that paid off in time to get that discount. If for some reason I'm not able to, I will still get a 20% discount, but I really want that 30%. So it's looking like right now I'll have my AC unit paid off in August. I'll have my medical bill paid off in September, and I'll have my car paid off in December. So next year, I'll have 3 of my 4 debts paid off. That's pretty cool. And then it'll all be about that bankruptcy. So right now, I am looking to have my bankruptcy paid off in April of 2025, which is a year and a half early. I am in a 5-year repayment plan. I am repaying 100% of my debt minus interest. That's how bankruptcies work. Not every Chapter 13 bankruptcy would you pay 100%. I am, and that's fine. It's all based, there's a whole thing that's based on. But one of the benefits of 100% repayment is that you can pay it off early and start rebuilding your credit immediately. It stays on your credit report regardless. If you pay it off early, it stays on for Chapter 13. It stays on for 7 years after filing. So I filed in November of 2021. So it'll be on my credit report until November of 2028. And then it should fall off. But I can start rebuilding my credit as soon as I've finished paying it off and it is discharged. So right now it is looking like I will pay that off a year and a half early. My goal is actually to pay it off 2 years early. I want to have this paid off within 3 years of filing. So by November of 2024 is when I want to have pay this off. So that's my goal. All right, so talking about debt payoff. So I've done these sheets. Let me again just check my recording. Okay, we're still good. Now I'm paranoid. So I've showed these sheets before. So for my medical debt, unfortunately, I did have to add to it because I did have some additional tests and doctor's visits and all that kind of stuff. And because I'm not paying any interest on this, it just kind of made sense to roll it into that. So I was hoping at the end of Q3, I was hoping to end the year with a balance of $721, but I'm actually ending the year with a balance of $796. For my AC unit, now that I did come down on because of my bonus last month. So at the end of Q3, I was looking to have a year-end balance of $7,386, but I have a year-end balance of $5,586, so that's good. My car came down a bit. At the end of Q3, I was looking to have a year-end balance of $7,572. I ended up $7,557. And then for my bankruptcy, that was exactly the same because I'm not paying any extra on this currently. So I'm ending with $71,595. And so I have actually started my 2023 budget planner. And so if you're new here, this digital planner that I'm using, I have available on my Etsy shop. It is linked below. And what's nice is that you just have, it's undated. So you just purchase it once and you can just copy it in GoodNotes to reuse it year after year, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to cut here and I'm going to do all of my calculations for the year rather than speed this up and have you watch me. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, so let me cut here and then I'll come back and have all of these sheets filled out so that we can see, where I thought I was going to be. Or what the plan is going into 2023. All right. Okay, I'm back. So I did all these calculations. Now keep in mind that these are not including any extra money. Okay, so this view is if I only did if I only paid what I'm currently paying, no extra money whatsoever. So that's why it's a little bit different than what I just showed you with my debt snowball. So with my medical bill, currently I am looking to end the year with a balance of $496. If I only paid that minimum payment, didn't add to it at all, didn't add to the balance at all, or add to the payment at all, which of course you saw from my debt snowball that it looks like I will actually have this paid off in September because of that extra money. Okay. My AC unit, again, if I only paid what I'm currently paying, which is $296 a month, I would end the year with a balance of $2,034. But my goal is to have that paid off by the summer. My car, looks like if I didn't make any extra payments, I would end the year with a balance of $1,341, so very close to being paid off. And based on my debt snowball, I'm hoping to have this paid off before the end of the year. And then finally, my bankruptcy, if I didn't make any extra payments, which I'm not actually planning to do this year, I will as long as I'm able to pay off those other three, my AC unit, medical, and car in 2023, then I should then really start to be able to aggressively start paying this down, my bankruptcy, in 2024. So right now, it looks like I should be ending 2023 with a balance of $48,555 in my bankruptcy. Okay, so finally, just want to take a look at what I'm planning for my January budget. Now, I feel like every year tax percentages and stuff like that change, and I'm pretty sure that some of my benefits went up slightly, and those will be effective in January. So I don't know. So I just had to use, what my paychecks have been as a starting point. We'll adjust it going forward. But right now I'm looking to have an income of $7,856. My monthly bills, not really looking to have anything change there. So I should have about $5,941 in monthly bills and expenses, which will leave me about $1,900, $1,915 left. In my spending revolving and funds, no big changes there. I did adjust my extra week accordingly, as I mentioned. And so about $1,530 going to those spending and revolving funds, leaving me $385 left to budget. Now, part of that is I'm going to finish bulking my home maintenance, and then I'm going to work on my car maintenance. I should have that fully bulked up by the end of February. And then all that money is going to go towards extra debt. So this is like $285 a month will start going towards extra debt. So that's why you're going to start to see that debt snowball. And so you can see some pretty small amounts here. Again, this does not account for any rollover that would be added. So that is it. So I'm finishing 2022 strong. As you saw, I had a net worth, I started the year with a negative net worth. I'm ending with a net worth of more than 88,000. I did reduce my overall debt in 2022 by something like 22%. Again, a lot of that was due to the refund and, going towards my bankruptcy and that one creditor not filing. So then my bankruptcy balance came down because of that as well. But still, 21%, I'm real happy with that. Real happy. And I'm looking forward to 2023, increasing my side hustle income, which will help me reduce my debt even more, and build up my savings even more. I'm real, I'm not trying to be over dramatic, but this method of budgeting has changed my life. And so if you're watching this video and you're on the fence, just do it. Just try it. What do you have to lose? It is really life-changing. So I'm so happy I found it. I feel so much more secure about my future now. Obviously, I've ways to go, right? I still have more than 6 figures in debt that needs to change. But I just feel I'm in such a better place. So, all right. Well, I know this video is going to go up on January 2nd. So I hope you all had a happy and safe new year. Looking forward to 2023 and, crushing your financial goals, whatever they might be, right? And I'm excited to be on this journey with you. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.